Well, I thought you were still asleep. I was going to get my own breakfast and let you sleep for a while.
Oh, it's all right. I'm going to get up anyway.
You sleep well?
You?
I had a wonderful night, both awake and asleep. Everything okay?
Sure.
You're lovely. Hey, was that the wrong thing to say?
You never say the wrong thing. I'm gonna go get breakfast now.
Guiding light.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well, now, what shall it be today? Duck à l'orange, lobster thermidor, or given the place, maybe you better make it a hamburger.
Cheeseburger.
So how'd it go with Will Berman?
Okay. He's a nice man.
Yeah, he is. I kind of figured you'd like him. You know, he's a good lawyer. Very experienced. I guess he told you that he's semi-retired now.
Yeah. Filed for my divorce.
No wonder you're not feeling too good today.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I felt a lot worse before I decided to do it, so...
Well, listen, Eve, if you feel it's the right thing to do, then perhaps it's best not to delay it.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got an idea.
Well?
Let's not talk about it anymore. I mean, like I said, I don't want to be your lawyer, and I prefer the subject didn't come up between us.
I love not talking about it anymore, okay?
Good. Are you sure you don't want to go somewhere else?
Why?
Well, I'd like to buy you a real lunch with tablecloths, little wine, the whole entire bit.
Come on. No. I mean, this is fine.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, this one's on me for a change, okay?
What are you talking about?
It's just every time I end up here, or you show up or anything, you always end up picking the check. You know, let it be on me for a change, okay? What's mean?
It means I object.
Well, why? I mean, all we're going to have is possibly mushroom burgers or cheeseburgers, something really extravagant like that. Order anything you want. Okay.
You folks ready to order?
Yeah. I'll have a cheeseburger and a cup of coffee.
You?
I'll have the same.
You want your coffee now?
Oh, no, later.
Me too. I'm not letting a woman pick up the check.
Now, what are you talking about? What are you, 10 years behind times or something?
Now, look, don't get me wrong. I'm all for women's liberation and all that. Across my heart. It's just that, I think the man ought to pick up the check, that's all.
Pretend I'm a man.
It's not going to be easy.
isn't the grandest place you've ever seen, but I think you'll like it.
Oh, no, it looks fine.
So, how did you like the town?
Well, I tell you, it's kind of like an artist's dream come true. I never saw so many galleries.
Yeah, they're kind of famous for that. And what did you think of Betty's place?
Oh, very nice.
Well, now that your work is being shown there, I think it's going to be the best combination gallery and a gift shop in town.
Amanda, you don't know what this means to me.
Yeah, I think I do. I think you've been torn in a lot of different ways lately, and, well, you need to remember how important your work is to you and what a good artist you are.
Thank you.
You should have heard Betty yesterday when I showed her your work. She said that you were, and I quote, the most talented new artist that she'd seen in a long time. And a lot of the people who've come in have been very interested. Do you want me to wait down in the coffee shop?
No. This will just take a second. I mean, let's go down together.
Okay.
You know, after that fire at Vinoker's gallery last year, I didn't think I'd get another chance to show my work for years.
You just underestimated yourself, that's all. Maybe after lunch, we could go see some of the other galleries.
Yes, I'd like that.
Good. And then I thought maybe we could make a reservation for dinner at this new place called the Ballard Inn. Betty told me it was wonderful.
Fine.
Okay. You know, Ben, I feel so wonderful. I don't think you realize what it means to me for me to be here.
Yeah, I think you needed to get away.
Yeah. I'd forgotten that it was possible to enjoy life. I think all the time that I spent with Mother, all that responsibility, well, it just made me feel like I appreciate my freedom a lot more, you know? Because I really feel free. I know that I have to go home in a few days, but, well, I guess I'd like to make this time really wonderful. I'm really glad you're here, Ben.
I'm sorry that I'm not better company.
You don't have to try. You just are.
Selling that painting was nice. It makes me feel like at least part of my life is working.
Well, of course it is.
I got the divorce papers yesterday.
Ben, I'm sorry.
Well, it's not exactly a surprise. Eve told me that she was going to file. Just have to get used to the idea, that's all.
You will. You'll be happy again. I know you will. You just have to, well, remind yourself that there are other things and maybe other people in this world that could make you happy, too. Ben, I know how it is to feel like your life is over and that you've got nothing to live for, but things do change.
Hey, what do you say we go down and get some lunch? I'm starving.
Good.
Okay. Oh, shall I call that in about dinner tonight?
Terrific. How do you feel?
Better.
Your leg's looking better.
Yeah. You slept a long time. You must have been exhausted.
I feel good. I'm glad you're better.
I owe you a lot, Hope. I don't know what I would have done if I had been here by myself. Thank God you didn't panic.
I was frightened. You said some pretty weird things when you were feverish. Do you remember?
No. What did I say?
I don't
exactly. It was something about Roger Thorpe. You repeated his name a few times, and Holly Thorpe. He said she was in jail. He seemed pretty upset about the whole thing.
Did I say anything else?
Something about some affidavits. Do you remember?
No. I must have been worse off than I thought.
It was almost as if it was very real to you. As if Roger Thorpe were alive. And even here.
You make it sound as if I were raving.
You were part of the time. You were very feverish.
You know, I've had a chance to think about the kind of life I've been leading. I've made mistakes.
We all have.
I hope you're very young. Can't have very many regrets.
I have a few.
I've been so involved in my work, fighting day to day to keep what I have. I never stepped back to see what I was doing. These last months have been almost unbearable.
Is that what the dreams were about?
I wonder if I could make sense of it all to you.
Try me, Alan. I'll listen.
No, I can't. I can't even make sense of it to myself. How could I tell you?
Alan.
No.
Sarah.
Hi. I hope I'm not barging in.
No, of course not. It's so nice to see you. Come on in.
I missed you, and I thought I'd just stop by and say hello, see how you're doing.
Well, things are all right. I miss work, though. I can't tell you how much. Well, please sit down.
Oh.
Can I get you something? Some, coffee?
No, really. Thank you very much. So, what have you been up to?
Not much. Just, taking care of Ed and, Christina.
Just. Well, I know a lot of women who leave a job to raise a child, and they find that job is harder than the one that they've left.
Well, it takes a lot out of you, that's for sure.
How has Chrissy adjusted?
Well, she's had some trouble adjusting to me. But she's met some children from the neighborhood, so at least that keeps her occupied some of the time.
Well, it must be very difficult. I don't mean just the responsibility of raising a child all of a sudden, but the fact that it's Roger's child.
Yeah. Everything has changed. My life, my marriage, me, I've changed. I mean, I never... Are you sure I can't get you some tea or something?
No, Rita. I'm fine, thank you. If there's any way that I can help, I'd like to.
Well, it's not very easy to talk about.
It helps sometimes. Are you able to discuss it with Ed?
No. And besides, he couldn't do anything. And I have tried to talk to Evie, but I can't really ask her for help. She's got problems of her own, and Sarah, something has happened, and I thought I knew what to do to make it right, but I can't. I just don't know what to do.
Rita, what are you saying? What's worrying you?
You're Ed's friend. I don't want him to know about this.
I'm your friend, too. And if there's anything that I can do to help, I'm sure that Ed would want me to do it.
Something's happened with me. And I know that there are a lot of women who have this same problem, but I just never... Well, when I'm with Ed, when we're close, it's just not working out for me.
You're saying that when you're close with Ed sexually?
It's just not working. I mean, it's the way it is now. I mean, every time, and I don't know what to do.
I see.
What is wrong with me, anyway?
Are you going to get into bed? Do you need help?
No, I can do it.
You really think you're very independent, don't you?
Well, I'm trying to be.
So when are you going to start jogging?
What?
Sure.
Are you serious? Do you really think I could?
I told you that you were going to run again, remember?
Yes.
Well, I meant it. You don't think that I'm in this with you just to see you walk again, do you?
You're in this with me?
Yes. Now, I'm not saying that you should start jogging tomorrow, but when you're ready, if you like, I'll jog with you.
Really? Jogging?
Well, sure.
I'd like that very much.
So would I. And you should have someone with you at first. I'm telling you one thing right now, though. Once you get your old stride back, I'm quitting because I'm not going to compete against any medal winner.
You know, Rita, a lot of things have changed in your life, and these things affect your sexual responses. I mean, they're bound to. But it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you.
Sarah, it's not the first time I've had problems in my life. It's never affected me like this before.
Well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but for the last several years I've been taking extensive training in matters that pertain to sexual problems. And I haven't put a sign on my door advertising the fact that I'm a sex therapist, but I have seen quite a few men and women who do have sexual problems.
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, what I'm saying is that if I can help, I would like to.
Yeah. Ed's changed towards me.
Rita, he loves you very much.
Oh, not the way he did once. He blames me for not telling him what Roger did to me, and he's right. I should have. I mean, but there's nothing I can do about it now.
Well, I guess he would want you to tell him. I mean, he is a forgiving man.
Oh, he's forgiven me, but his feelings have changed. And I know he blames me for everything that's happened to Holly. very close to Holly and Christina.
Rita, has Ed actually told you that he blames you?
No, but I feel it. Oh, Sarah, you don't know. Things were just so wonderful between us. I mean, he loved me. And now...
You know, when you worry about things and when you start to get afraid, it just makes the problem that much more difficult to deal with.
I don't know what to do.
Look, does he realize how unhappy you are?
No.
Don't you think that you ought to try to talk to him?
I can't.
Why not?
Because then he'll think that I think that he's to blame and it's not his fault. It just makes matters worse.
But Rita, if he doesn't know what's going on, if he doesn't know how you're feeling...
He's changed towards me. I can't explain it. It's as if he's not there with me. It's like he's far away. And you know, when I feel that, when I feel that he's not there with me, then I just feel lost.
And you're hiding all of these feelings from him.
I don't know what to do.
I mean, how can things get any better if you're not honest with him? Look, you say that you've never had this problem before, right? So I think that the best thing that you can do is talk to Ed and tell him what you're thinking.
I can't.
Rita, I doubt very much that Ed has changed towards you as much as you think that he has. Look, can I be frank?
Yeah, of course.
All right, now, I just get the feeling that you're feeling guilty about some of the things that have happened. I think that maybe you're feeling guilty about, well, how you handled the Rogers situation and everything that happened after it. And I just have the feeling that your guilt is one of the main causes of the problem.
Well, I do feel awful about the way I acted. I've tried to make it up to him. I have tried to be a good wife, and what else can I do? It's just that I'm so tense about everything now, and I just can't break out of it.
I know. And that blocks your physical responses. I mean, it makes sense. You know, a doctor hears a lot of things like this in an office. You're not the only one. You know, something happens and it disrupts a couple's sexual relationship, and everybody gets upset about it, and it just makes the problem much harder to cope with.
I just want so much for us to be close again.
Talk to him. And if a man and a woman can talk together, it can just make all the difference in the world.
Here.
No, you have it.
I'll get mine later.
Hope. I'm stronger now. You don't have to wait on me hand and foot anymore.
You're not used to depending on anyone, are you?
Well, now, let's see. The last time I was sick enough to have to, I was still a kid. I had the measles, I think. When he's smiling at me.
I have nothing.
Well, it's hard for me to imagine you being a kid, much less having the measles.
Why not?
I don't know. What were you like as a kid? What was your family like?
Well, we weren't the kind of family you see on the cover of the Saturday Evening Post.
What was your dad like?
We didn't get along.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he's in a nursing home near Springfield. He's been ill for a long time. I don't see him. I may not have been an ideal father to my son, but I was a hell of a lot better than he was. My son lives with my ex-wife now.
I know.
Well, yes, of course you would. Through your father. But you know only one side. It was very hard for me to lose my son.
Of course.
Elizabeth loves him. She does the best she can with him.
I'm sure she does.
Elizabeth and I, well, we never should have married. She always felt that I tried to dominate her, to control her life. I suppose she was right. I just didn't know any other way to live. And then when she said that she felt I was destroying her, I couldn't understand how she felt that way. I mean, I gave her so much. I have a very different marriage now. Jackie's very different. I've tried not to make the same mistakes.
You must be very happy about the child she's carrying.
Yes, very. We both are. I'm going to do everything I can for this child. I'm going to try and be a better father to this child than I have been to Philip. Try not to dominate him. Well, I wonder how long it'll be before they find us. You know, it seems strange to say. Maybe being here has been a good thing for me. It's given me a chance to think about all the things that I've always neglected.
Hoffmeyer. I'm letting them squeeze the Charmin in my store.
Hoffmeyer, are you crazy?
Ladies, measure how big and fluffy Charmin is.
Big and fluffy. Charmin's so squeezably soft, it's irresistible.
Please, don't squeeze the Charmin. Hoffmeyer, in my store, nobody squeezes the Charmin.
Nobody but you, hypocrite.
Charmin, so big and fluffy, so squeezably soft.
It's irresistible.
There's trouble ahead, Captain.
What's the matter?
Your hands. Fish aren't the only scaly things around here.
I know. Between catching them and cleaning them, my hands are so dry they hurt.
Surprise, honey. I just discovered Wondra.
Terrific. What's Wondra?
It's a conditioning lotion.
Hey, it's different. Rich like a cream. But can it help shape up these scaly hands?
Look,
If you saw rough, dry hands through a magnifying glass, you'd actually see the flaking. But watch how fast Wanderer rubs right in and takes the day's work right out. Just look at the difference a few seconds make.
Boy, my hands feel terrific.
And there's no grease problem.
Hey, even this glass dish doesn't slip. That's good stuff.
How could such big, strong, soft hands catch such a teensy-weensy little fish?
Wasn't easy.
Wanderer rubs right in and takes the day's work right out of your hands.
It's a nice place, isn't it?
Wonderful.
I had a wonderful time today.
Me too. I'm so glad that you asked me up here.
I was afraid you wouldn't come.
Why?
I don't know. I thought you couldn't spare the time with all the things going on in your life.
Listen, you're the surprise getting away from Springfield?
Me?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, because of the deliriously busy social world that I'm involved in these days.
I am that and your mother.
If you mention her name once more,
I won't.
I came up here to have a little time to myself. Some very precious time, not devoted to you-know-who. Please don't ruin it by mentioning you-know-who's name again, okay?
Agreed.
Good. Mountains and valleys. Although I think most people think about life like a plateau, you know, or a prairie. I think my life is definitely mountaintops and valleys, very deep valleys. Times of, I guess you might say, discouragement. And then times of great joy, like now, for instance. I used to think I wanted to be one of those prairie people, but that was before I realized that it was all right to feel down once in a while, as long as sometimes, just sometimes, I could feel like I feel now.
Oh, tonight, Mount Everest, huh?
Almost. What about you? Are you a mountain person or a prairie person?
I hope that no one is listening to us, because if they are, they're going to think we're crazy.
No, seriously.
Seriously, am I a prairie or a mountain?
Well, are you one of those people who tends to highs and lows?
Yeah, I would say that my life is probably made up of highs and lows. Probably not as high and low as yours, but...
I thought you were going to say that.
Oh, you did, huh? Would I get a prize for the right answer?
Well, just thought we were alike in that way. Mother... Oops. Bite my tongue. A certain person known to both of us, known all too well to both of us, once said that she thought you were that way because you were an artist.
Well, I think that the person in question is probably right for once.
We are alike. Take now, for instance. I feel terrific. It makes up for all the really low days, you know. I think I could live through 1,000 one of those. I could have a night like tonight, once in a while. And living with Mother, I just may have to.
I thought that we weren't going to mention her. Would you like some dessert?
Already?
Well, I think it's getting kind of late, isn't it? Did you tell your friend that you'd be back at a special time?
I'm not staying with her tonight.
You're not?
No, I didn't want to impose on them a second night. I thought I'd give them a break and stay at the motel.
Oh. And why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. I guess I forgot.
Oh, terrific. Would you like some more ice cream? No?
No, it's my turn.
What? Where are you going?
I'm gonna play.
Amanda.
What? I've played hundreds of times, and you know, you haven't come to one of my recitals.
I will go to the next one, I promise. Okay?
I don't believe a word of it.
Wait. Do you know what you're doing?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna play for you.
I spoke with Evie today. Tonight I called her. Here.
Thanks. How is she?
Oh, well. She's kind of busy to talk. She was working late at the shop.
You know, sometimes I wish that she'd come to stay with us instead of going over to Jackie's.
Why?
Well, you and I could have talked to her about Ben and maybe gotten her to go home and try to work things out.
I've talked with Evie. They have some very serious problems.
That doesn't mean that they couldn't have worked their things out.
Sarah came by today.
Oh?
Yeah, she just wanted to say hello and ask how things were going.
I'm surprised she found the time. She's been covering for Peter Chapman so that he could go to the prison to see Holly.
Well, you know Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I look at someone like her and... I mean, she deserves so much and she really has so little.
That's not really true.
Well, I mean, I know she has her work, but I just don't think that that's always enough. And then I look at Evie and what's happened with her, and I just have so much more. But still, you know, having a home and a marriage just isn't enough. Ed, I love you. You know, some of the happiest times of my life have been with you. Some of the most wonderful times of my life have been with you.
Mm. They were wonderful times for me, too. You coming?
In a minute.
Okay.
Ed.
Yeah?
be right in.
Good.
I think I left it in your room this afternoon before we went over to the gallery.
Come on in. I don't see it anywhere, do you?
No. No, I don't see it. Maybe the maid hung it up. Do you mind if I look?
No, go ahead.
Ah, terrific. Thought I'd lost it. Aren't you going to offer me a drink?
Yeah, I don't think there's a bar in here or anything.
Maybe room service?
Oh, yeah. You want a drink?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, hello. Room service, please? No, we won't be having dinner, just drinks. Ah. I see. No. Okay. Yes. Right, thank you. Guess what?
Too bad. Well, maybe next time we can get a bottle of brandy and the evening in style.
No, I'd say we ended it in fine style. You played beautifully.
I played for you. I always play well when I play for you, whether you're there or not.
Well, listen, if you really want that drink, we can go to that place across the street, get one.
No, I don't think I want it all that much. Do you?
No. Is your room on this floor?
No.
Ah, what floor are you on?
I have a confession to make. I don't have a room. I know that I said that I didn't want to stay at Betty's tonight, and that's true. But I haven't gotten a room yet.
You don't have a room?
No.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yes, I do.
This has been The Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, Monet, and Barney's.